Welcome to Across the Pitch, a product of the Coach and Crew Show, hosted by Charlie Krause and analysis by Phil Tantor Walker. Welcome to the Across the Pitch, where Phil and I are going to talk about some of the topics happening right now in Major League Soccer. MLS. Now, as much as you want to talk EPL about AFC Richmond, we'll do that another day. But for now, we're going to spend our time on this side of the pond talking about MLS. Right now, we're going to open up with our most surprising person or team. And there's a couple of answers. Obviously, I can play the homer card and say Orlando City because they have set a franchise record, 7 consecutive wins or draws, non-losing games. And that's a team record, franchise record set just Wednesday night when they were at Kansas City and they won against Sporting Kansas City 2-1. So we can go that route. Or we can talk about some of the other surprises. And by surprising, it could be either positive or negative. I am actually pleasantly surprised with Seattle's comeback of late, because they started off a little and now they're on track, trending up and becoming one of the true powers of the West. Columbus, I hear you, Columbus, very positive. Okay, Nagby, you're probably going to be my vote for Player of the Year as of right now. If the season ended right now, so we've got a couple of positives along the way. Phil, who's yours?
I've been most impressed this year with the Columbus Crew. The Crew have come to play. I have them #1 team ranked in my rankings. Used to make fun of the Crew all the time with their lack of supporters, but they have really brought it this year. They haven't lost at home all season, plus they are undefeated in their last 6 games overall. They have a tremendous offense with Zardes. He's second in goals scored in MLS with 9, and you throw in 3 assists on top of that. Their goalkeeping is absolutely tremendous with Room, and he has only allowed 4 goals all season in 10 games with an 80% save percentage. Who can beat that? You can't, because they play this stifling defense that they've only given up 5 goals all season. So you combine great goalkeeping with great defense, and then, hey, you only have the best CDM in the league with Darlington Nagby. That makes the Columbus Crew completely unstoppable, unlike these guys.
Our next topic is bubble teams. If college basketball can have bubble teams, why can't Major League Soccer? Here's how the playoffs are going to work. 10 teams from the East, 8 teams from the West. The 7, 8, 9, and 10 seeds from the East play in a single elimination game, as in, dare I say, a play-in round. From there, it's the straight 1-8, 4-5, 3-6, 2-7 matchups on both sides of the brackets, where the East winner will meet the West winner in December for the MLS Cup champion. Portland may have won the MLS's back tournament, but now we're talking about the Cup championships. So Phil, let's start off and let you go first. Who do you think it will be your best bubble team right now?
Well, what team could be a surprise team that's not currently in the playoffs that can make a run here in Phase 2 and finish out the season, then make a run at the playoffs? Well, in the East is good teams and bad teams. So we have to throw out the East. The West, I think anyone could win out there in the West. So we're going to throw a dart at the board and come up with the LA Galaxy. Well, the LA Galaxy could have been the worst team in MLS during the first part of the season and the MLS's back tournament. They were tremendously bad. Horrible to watch. I don't even think they showed up down in Orlando. However, with Phase 1, they had the best record in the league, going 4-0-1. And they had great defense. They had 3 clean sheets. They were just hanging in there, keeping it together. Now that we kick into Phase 2, LA's Galaxy's taken a step back a little bit. They've lost 2 games in a row, but they've been highly competitive in close games. Now, there could be some problems, but if their offense starts creating chances, their defense is still there, LA Galaxy could be the team to make a step and come out of it in the West.
Yeah, Phil, I'm going to have to agree with you about LAFC. How they're not on the top 2 or 3 lines in the West right now is surprising. They finally had a big win on Wednesday night, 6-0 over Vancouver, where Vancouver allowed 2 own goals along the way, no less. I agree with your assessment as well. In the East, there's just junk at the bottom. DC, weak. Inter, I'm sorry, Shane, weak. Atlanta, I'm sorry, Phil, even though you admit it, weak. So there's not much at the East. On the West, it's fluctuating almost each week. So I'm going to have to go in the West as well. Since you took LAFC, I'm going to go Houston Dynamo. I know right now they're on the outside looking in, but Tab Ramos, I'm liking his style as a coach. Right now they're a little under the line, but if they can win, if they can get 4 points in the next 2 games, they're right back in it, and they're right back in contention. And then any of these teams in the West is going to beat any of the others along the way. So it's going to be a really interesting knockout where it's going to be really tough to predict. And I would not be going to bet in Vegas on Major League Soccer's knockout round. That's for sure. Phil, I assume I already know your biggest frustration so far this season of which team. So I'm going to go ahead and go first on this one before I kick it over to you. Biggest frustration of a team so far, post MLS is back tournament in what was known as Phase 1 and now clearly in Phase 2, San Jose. Remember how I was drinking Kool-Aid and how I was calling you guys America's team? You guys are now letting off 4, 5, 6 goals every single game and maybe getting one past your opponents. It's floundering. The yellow shorts, you brought them back, they're still not working. Okay? Something's has got to turn around. You've won 1 game since July. That's it. It's not looking good for the franchise. Come on, Earthquakes. Time to shake things up, if you know what I mean. Rattle, rattle, rattle. All right, Phil. Am I going to expect to hear what I think I'm about to expect?
Biggest disappointment with MLS this season. Could it be not being able to find all the games on TV? Maybe. Could it be the horribly bad officiating? Probably. Even though soccer is known for terrible officiating, MLS has set those standards really high with bad officiating this year. It's gone to new heights. I think they've gotten the gold medal for horrible officiating. But no, it's right here. It's Atlanta United. We stink. It's the biggest disappointment this year. Could I blame the players? Let's see. We've got the worst keeper. We've got the worst back line. I don't even think we have a midfield. I think we go out there and we play 11v7. Could be our strikers. Oh, wait, they're all injured except for our traffic cone number 14. So it's a horrible lineup. It's a horrible roster. Could it be the manager? Well, we fired he who shall not be named because every time I say his name, I go nuts. So we won't say his name. This guy we've got in now is just a junior league manager, and he manages like it. He coaches like it. It's nothing but a U20 team out there, and he coaches like he has a U20 team out there. It's like throwing a kid into the deep end and saying, go swim. Well, guess what? That kid drowned. It's a horrible job there. We have to blame it on the front office. They brought in who he shall not be named. They brought in all these players. Last year, all the players that spoke out against this boring style of possession, playing off your back foot, negative passing, everything else, they're all gone. Couldn't get rid of the DPs. Oh, wait, they did get rid of the DP this year. They got rid of Gressel. They got rid of LGP. They got rid of Nagby. They got rid of everyone that spoke out against him, even Villalba. No one survived that didn't follow along with that negative style of play. That's the cause. Front office built this team. They stink. It's nothing but a team built of third-team European ex-players, and it's not any good. The local media, controlled by Atlanta United, they make excuses all the time. No excuses here. Team sucks. The team sucks. It started sucking with Frank de Boer. Oh, God, I said his name. I can't believe Frank de Boer said his name. Makes me sick. Can't believe he's now the coach of the Netherlands national team. Didn't they research this guy? Didn't they call Atlanta United to see how bad we were and how we hate his guts? Did they not call Inter Milan? How about Crystal Palace? He stunk everywhere. The suicide rate during the next World Cup for the Netherlands is going to go sky high. Wait till they have to play that negative soccer. Hey, the Netherlands, I know, you don't understand the beauty of Dutch soccer. Well, Dutch soccer sucks. Hey, the 90s called. They want their style back. Soccer's advanced in the last 25 years. It's not this negative play off your back foot. Hey, let's have a 0-0 draw. Ooh, God, I can't stand about here.
Thanks for watching Across the Pitch with Tantor and myself. We hope to bring you these updates about every other week or so in Major League Soccer, and especially when we get to the knockout rounds. That's when it's going to get really interesting and really fun. Don't forget, check out our website, coachandcrewshow.com, so you can follow all the MLS action up to speed. You can see our power rankings that will come out again next weekend, and so forth. So for Tantor, we say so long.